Alright, hey there guys, it's Metro. We are back today. Tuesday reset has occurred and it is the worst week of the season coming up, so let's see if we can't find something. I do some things first before we get going. As always, get these quests, pick up the weeklies. Well, what else? I don't know. Open our chest. Well, got a big video out last weekend, Saturday. That was a really interesting one. Hopefully people have seen that. I did a full review of every single disband of the season. We've been talking about doing this for a long time now. I'm really glad that I was able to do it. It's actually really fun too. Looking back at some of those, God, there was some really funny ones. But yeah, hopefully that was enjoyable to watch. That was like, it was a lot of work. That was a long video too.
All right.
Took a while to make. That would have been like 3 hours. If I didn't edit that down like crazy and cut a lot of ones out, that would have been like 3 hours. I got about like an hour and a half in and I'm like, okay. I was trying to give commentary on every single run and didn't realize it was like 170, you know, how long it was going to take. And eventually I was just like, nah, there's no way we can give commentary on every single one and actually include it all in the video. I guess I could have did a stream, but well, it is tyrannical, right? I'll just stick with Soulbind. We have hopefully it won't be too difficult. Necrotic obviously is very difficult for us, so alright, anyway, let's get these missions done. We can get meat. There's also veiled augment runes. Definitely want the candles. Why is that dude injured? Oh, we probably should have. Might still be able to get it. No, these guys are not high enough. I have so many pet charms. I like, what do you do with them? I don't even know what you do them. What will you do with them? Like, what are they actually used for? I actually have to look it up because I have over I have 1,400 now. Just from the mission table. Pretty ridiculous. I guess they're really interested in trying to get people to use them. Basically handing them out for free. It's also one of the highest experience missions too, so it's like no brainer. Okay. Almost done. Then we'll go open our chest and get nothing, and then we'll get started. Probably never actually gonna get to 25k for that. Don't really get much anima anymore now that I'm not doing a lot of keys. And oh, I guess we are re-clearing the raid tonight though for the first time in a long time, so we should get a fair amount of anima there. I just can't bring myself to do LFR, man. Too boring. Thing is, I'm not sure I'd even use that transmog, so I'll get it eventually. I don't plan on spending anima, but I'll get it eventually. Presumably the new raid will also drop anima. Still have yet to have anyone chat. That's surprising. Let me know when you're ready. Also still looking for a healer for the guild, but probably not going to find one, I guess, at this point. It's been like 3 weeks now. We have very few healers. Not sure how we're going to raid with what we have right now. God, there's like another Daniel Reese. What's up, buddy? You guys kill Sledgefist? Yep, we got it last Tuesday. You didn't see it? We got it. The kill's there. Check it out. Alright. Yeah, they posted, WoW had posted like another one of these like cryptic text things where it just like says like random words and people are like, oh my god, I think it's this. Oh my god, I think it's this. I have no idea what any of this is, but I swear they don't know either. Like, I think they just put them in to get people interested in the lore, honestly. Like, there was the Il'gynoth one, which, like, I mean, I guess was pretty connected to things that happened. And then there was the book or whatever from that rare. I made a video on that.
You have my undivided attention.
I think. I can't. What was that dude's name?
Our endeavors will prove profitable.
Twilight. Rare. Still at this. Mad something, I think. Mad. Ogmot the Mad. Yeah, that's it. Oh, this dude's still there too. Okay. Ogmot's Dream Journal. Yeah, that was it. And we made a whole video on this. Ogmot. Yeah, there we go.
Hey there, guys, it's Metro, and today we're going to be taking a look
Christmas
at something
hat.
a little
December 24th, wow.
Ogmot's Dream Journal. The journal that he carries with it, but
Oh wow, that old transmog.
gets waked up by skittering sounds. Stupid bugs. Don't matter. Ogmot know these dreams soon come true. Life comes back to this wasted land. First the bugs come, now the gobbies skulking
Wow, entirely
around.
shaved around
They
that.
craven the world blood. Ogmot am sure of it.
2017, holy shit. Yogg is coming back. Nope. What the fuck? Wow, bro, swear down, I had those same dreams in it. The blood and sheep thing in it. Okay. Fucking hairy. Alright, anyway, let's get going. I guess we're not gonna get any chatters today. Let's go get the box opened, or whatever it's called, the vault. What's the weekly? Oh, time walking. Which one?
Order
I need Wrath, but I guess we're never getting it. It's way too. It's like I just missed it basically. It's Pandaria. I have that already, don't I? Yeah, I already have that 226. Haste versus ring? Huh. That's probably, yeah, well. I don't actually even have a socket in that ring, so yeah, that's probably better. I'm gonna take it. I don't know, though. Losing a lot of verse for this ring. I'm not sure haste is that much better than mastery. Kilo Johansson. Hey, Metro, I know you do like leveling challenges. I saw an add-on on a forum post that adds a dynamic meter for hunger. Oh. That does sound interesting. How can I find that? That sounds very interesting. I was actually thinking about trying to do something like that a while ago, and I couldn't figure out a way to do it. I downloaded an add-on that was also supposed to make your, like, visibility change and stuff in the game, but it was garbage. It was, like, literally just adding a texture on top of the screen. It was like, fuck. If WoW actually did that, or it was, like, actually, you know, like, I don't know. I think that kind of stuff could be really cool. Anyway, I don't even think I'm gonna take this ring. Just take this Digio at this point. Okay, anyway, yeah, so I have absolutely no interest in doing keys this week, but I'm gonna try my best. Tyrannical, Inspiring, Necrotic. Why did we get a 20? We actually, yeah, that's right. We actually got a 20, yeah. We finally got the 2K. 2.32, so that's pretty good, actually. We also got score from that 21 Spires, so that's pretty good. So let's see what's out there. Well, that's the key I have, but might as well sign up to it and go do 5 minutes. The problem with that dungeon is it is extremely, the ending is extremely difficult, so even on Tyrannical. Okay, anyway, Group of the Dead, Voracious. That is it for that. We gotta change trinkets. We gotta change legendaries. Well, yeah, I also uploaded a video last night. Cop finally got copped the Cutting Edge? Nope, what the hell is it called? Keystone Master. Finally got copped Keystone Master after pretty much the whole season. That's like 7 months. He finally got it. I don't know how much time's left. I'm really there's been a lot of announcements about 9.1, so I wouldn't be surprised at all if there was a new you know, a patch date release announcement coming soon. But it is now middle of June, so yeah, we kind of are. Yeah, I didn't realize even what date it is, so yeah, it's got to be coming soon. July 6th was my prediction the whole time, and that is now 2 weeks away effectively, so 3 weeks away, I guess, so they still have another week. Oh yeah, Summer Festival. Oh, I quite like that. I need to get that goddamn Transmog, man. Somehow I've never gotten that. In general, how do you deal with Inspiring? CC the mob or nuke them down fast? Yeah, I'd say in general, just nuke them down. There's a couple cases where you do probably want to not do that, but for the most part, I don't even try to CC them. Doesn't seem worth it. Okay, what's it called? Why do I not have this? There's literally none on the auction house. I think I went to buy them and there was actually none. I have a lot. Oh yeah, here we go. Death Frost. It's like literally not even recognizable. Okay. Well, I want to get it regardless. You can only get it during the summer thing, so hopefully I can get that. I don't even know if I'm gonna remember. That starts on Monday. How long does the Fire Festival last? 3 weeks? No, just 2 weeks. Yeah, just shy of 2 full weeks only. What the hell? 1. Yeah, it's not even 2 full weeks. God, I love summer. I love summer. Oh, we're still on desktop. I know I can't link in chat, but the add-on should be called Immersive Character Needs. I'm looking that up right now. Thank you very much. Sounds quite interesting. Looks like it hasn't been updated for Shadowlands, though. Have you actually tried it? Have you used it yourself?
The Arbiter sees all truths. This crisis.
Let's see some pictures of this. There's no pictures, apparently. I have not, but the add-on creator plugged it in a thread in WoW forums maybe 2 days ago. Oh, really? Well, they should probably update the add-on then if they're going to do that. Last updated was before the expansion, basically. Way before it. A year before it. Oh, wait, there's also immersive first. What the hell are these? Oh, wait, these aren't even add-ons? Wow. I don't think I would ever play with the first person, though, regardless. What is immersive character moods? Are these actually add-ons? It says coming soon. Yeah, I don't think so. Greetings, Boiler. Welcome. How are you? Why is there no pictures? I don't get it. We need pictures. I literally can't find a single picture of it. Well, I guess we'll we'll have to download it and check it out. Congrats on the Sludgefist kill. Thanks a lot, Max. That was last Tuesday, so that was really good. So what dungeons do we still not have done on 20 now? I think we still don't have Mists. I know that. Probably not going to get these, but... Well, yeah, also Spires. But yeah, Mists and Theater. Okay. Mists and Theater. I wonder how this add-on even works. It shows sleep, like. I'm very interested in seeing what this does. Heidi ho, how are we? What's up, Theo? How's it going, buddy? Oh, this guy's actually been through. Good afternoon, broski. What's up, buddy? What's up, buddy? Oh, what's up, buddy? This guy's a frost mage, yeah. Alright, let's see it. Sounds interesting. Most people are not in the dungeon, so suboptimal. How are you today? What's up? I'm doing all right. I'm doing all right. Not too bad, but we are about to start a necrotic week. I honestly hate to say it, but if it wasn't for the stream, I probably would not even do a single key this week. Necrotic is just so fucking unfun for me, and it's so late in the season. There's just no reason to even be opening these vaults anymore. Like, I'm never gonna get anything, but we're gonna try our best for you guys. Let's see if we can't get something done. You've been playing BC? Very infrequently, but I have been doing something that I'd never expected to be doing. I started multi-boxing. I like, not accidentally, but I actually intentionally paid for a second account. Where's recruitment thing? I paid for a second account, and I'm like, you know what? I really want to get this goddamn recruiter friend transmog. So I figured instead of like making like 10 accounts, I can't be asked doing that shit. I'll just make one account and just pay for 6 months and 6 months that, you know, in succession, and just, you know, get it a year from now instead of rush for it. So I was like, oh, okay, well, we can use that second account now and maybe try some things out. So it's been fun, actually. I'll tell you, it's been really interesting. I've been leveling 2 characters simultaneously. I've been leveling a warrior and a warlock, and they're both 23 now. So it's quite interesting because typically, you know, you think leveling is slow in Classic and TBC, but it's actually, I mean, it is still somewhat slow, obviously, but it's like, you know, you're leveling 2 characters at once, so it's like not really slow anymore. It's interesting. I just saw it scrolling on the forums and thought it fits your style. Yeah, no doubt. That's great. You know, I've been spending a lot of time doing leveling challenges. Now it's the time, it feels like, right? You know, we have relatively low stuff to do right now, especially on my DK. I basically like nothing to do at all on this character now. So been doing the leveling challenges. It's been fun. I'll have another one published this week, and then that one was finished like 2 weeks ago. Now we got another one coming as well. Yeah, they actually made like I don't know, there's like a bunch of like add-ons and other shit that you could do to like make dual boxing easier, but I think they made all of that like against the terms of service, so I don't really try to get into that. I'm just trying to do it like literally just have two screens open, one guy's on follow, that's it. Basically just auto attacking with one character and then trying to do full rotation on the other character, but I assume this pack is going to be very difficult because of Necrotic. Sounds great for Paladin. That is like 99% of what they do. Yeah, I honestly kind of wished I did play Paladin. But, I mean, I already have 2 Paladins at level 60 and higher, so I don't think we'll make a third, but I feel like you're right. Like, Paladin would have been great. But I think Shaman's just as good. Shaman, I could actually quickly like tab over and drop flame tongue or whatever the totem, searing totem as well. So it's like, okay, this is kind of free passive damage. You don't have to play the character for that to do damage, and then just auto attack. And eventually, I'll Wind Fury, which hopefully will be sometime soon. Got to get to level 30 for Wind Fury, but once I have that, I'll be very happy about that. Again, I would have happily just boosted my goals with that is to simply get multiple characters. Now that I've thought about this, like, instead of trying to get my paladin to 70, I don't know. We'll see. I'll probably still try to level something, but I was just thinking, like, just get like a couple characters to like as high as you can, and then just go and do. You could solo old content with multiple characters. I think that actually is probably the best option. Although those characters are never really going to be. I won't ever be able to like maximize them all at once, but we'll see what happens. I just really would like to have a character in TBC that's capable of soloing classic content just to kind of experience it. Even if I don't actually do anything in there, it'd just be nice to log on and just kind of hang out, you know what I mean? They removed so much content from the game. It's so sad. Have to go on there to see it. I really hope that someday they will re-add it to yeah, I never use this. I hope that someday they will re-add it to Shadowlands with Chromie Time. How's this work? I don't actually know. I've never actually like fought another player with it. Bonk another sword holder with your foam sword. That sounds great. Nobody's actually holding it though. I'll just leave this on. I would like to do a leveling challenge with this. Somebody said you can just buy an actual foam sword though. Let me look this up. Foam sword. Wow. Soft foam sword. Okay. Mortally wound an enemy of trivial. Oh, it's a toy. Wait, what? Well, that doesn't help. But that's actually quite interesting. It's like pulse swipe in Pokemon. Oh, that guy was gonna put it on. I thought there was an actual toy or an actual weapon, a foam sword. You know, this is the item. Okay. Yeah, the problem is it doesn't actually work. Like you can't use. Like here, I'll get another one. I'm pretty sure you can't actually do. Yeah, you see, I can't actually. Requires melee weapon. So that's kind of unfortunate. I don't know what I would actually be able to do with it. Like what character could I use this and I could do a challenge with it. Dark, you think there's one in the Dark Moon Fair? Dark Moon Foam Sword. Dark Moon Sword. I see, yeah. That's exactly it. That's the one they're talking about. It's 20 tickets. Dark Moon Fair just ended, right? Unlucker. Is bind on pickup, though, unfortunately. Oh, and it's always green? Oh, that sucks. I love that red one. That's so cool looking. Oh, yeah, I'm out of... I thought I was almost out of food, but I still have another pile down there. My bags are a fucking mess. This character, like, cannot be... I cannot go do transmog farming on this character. The bags just fill up immediately. I really need to get that Addy bag. So actually told me about that like 6 months ago. I really needed to get that. All right, here we go. First key of the day, first key of the week.
5, 4, 3,
3,
2,
2,
1.
1. Hello, happy Dragon Death Wing with somebody. Any reason you have like 500 BFA herbs in bags? Yeah, because I'm using these potions still. The reason I have them and haven't made them into potions is because I still haven't gotten the procs. I've been trying to get the procs to make the thing with the BFA, whatever tools of the trade, but it's been like long time, a couple weeks. Can't really kite here. I use the foam sword for old content like achievements. You need to phase a mob and not one-shot it. Yeah, the toy, right? That's cool. Well, I'll definitely get that toy regardless. You know that existed. Alright. And it's been a while since I've done this route. I don't even know. There's like no way to kite here, right? Somebody aggroed the gargoyle. Alright. Probably shouldn't be using this to get to the mobs, huh? Triangle or Necrotic is just so fucking stupid, honestly. I don't know why it's even in the game. Like, ooh, really doesn't even make sense. Got for dancing room up in legendary. I honestly can't even remember this route. It's been so long. Okay, so then it's like giant pull after this, yeah.
Beware. You think yourself
Oh
exceptional.
wow, the fuck's that about?
Gifted, but you
Far away.
learn humility.
Oh, we got the 3K club and force here. I'm not necessarily upset about that because this next pack is going to be a big one, but I bet the healer is. Hello, Strummy, welcome. Okay, we get the obliterators. I don't actually have. Are you raiding tonight? Correct. Hopefully. Doesn't look like we'll have 20 yet again, but not sure what's gonna happen now. Finally killed Sludge Fisto, so I'm just living the dream, as they say. Whatever happens next is fine by me.
For the master.
Re-clearing? Yep. Awesome, really enjoying the stream. Sweet. Well, that's great to hear that. 2 bosses from Cutting Edge? No, it's not gonna be happening, but yeah. Was a decent tier. It sucks that we spent 3 months, or more than that, probably 4 months on 2 bosses. If we didn't, we would have had a good chance. If we didn't have so many people, I don't know. We can just actually keep raiders for an entire tier. We would be good. I'm guessing this is the bad week. Yes, the worst possible week in my eyes. Cannot stand it. Necrotic and inspiring means they also can't, you can't kite as well. It's just like the dumbest week. The dumbest week. Oh, okay, these guys are still enraged. Got it. Didn't know that worked that way. Can't Trent or Rocky on inspiring either. Oh, really? They won't taunt? Huh. I did not actually know that. This might be a Valor farm week. Okay. Still need Valor. That's interesting. I had no idea that was the case. Well, that's why it's even worse then. You can trees, it only taunts the inspiring mob. Oh, okay, that's funny. I actually had no idea about that. That's funny. Not sure if that's how it's intended to be. It doesn't sound like it, because I can taunt mobs while they're inspired. Well, maybe I can actually. I don't know. I guess I've never noticed. Never tried.
Beware.
Yeah, taunt was applied to that dog. So presumably you can. I'm finally getting my CPU upgrade. Oh, that's awesome, man. Congrats. That'll feel awesome. That's an old CPU as well, huh? Fuck. That'll feel great when you finally get there. US Open this weekend as well. It'll be a big week. These guys are at least like cognizant that I have Necrotic. Make it slightly easier.
Meddle all you like, mortals. You only delay the inevitable.
I mean, that thing has really held up well on some games, but I'm playing Warzone and makes stuttering gunfights. So gotcha. Well, yeah, I upgraded my PC like massively, and it didn't really give me the crazy performance that I expected in WoW, but it's obviously huge for like rendering and stuff like that. That guy died to the tank mechanic, or did he die from the gargoyles? What the hell? Wow, look at the fireworks too. I thought that was some druid spell. I'm like, holy fuck, what's going on there? That was kind of cool, actually. Yeah, the Macrod probably can invoke Macrod. I can't fully upgrade my PC with the new graphics cards because of reasons. Oh, really? Yeah, I found that if you want to like find graphics cards easily, you have to go to like a website that makes computers, because they have some kind of like insider deal with the brands, I guess. But rocking a 1070 for a while until I can get a better one. Sweet. Well, yeah, I mean, honestly, like I had a 980 for I played and streamed on a 980 for all of BFA, and I never had a single issue. So graphics cards and WoW, they don't really matter. It's like way more on the CPU apparently. $84 AMS reduced to 84. That's funny. It's a long fight. I bought myself a new Ryzen CPU, so I hope I will feel some difference. Sweet man. He wanted the second gargoyle in and got meleeed by it. Oh yeah. I thought the mage was the one who aggroed them, so I don't know. Oh, that was good, actually. These are dying very slow, though. We're gonna have some problems. Yeah, definitely gonna have some problems. Stopped playing before 9:05. Had to start chemo. Has Blood DK been buffed much? I logged on instantly to get 15s. Since 9:05? Well, they got a major new legendary change, which was like a massive buff to their 5-man survivability. Yeah. But besides the actual legendary, all tanks also got big damage or like reduction buffs. So I guess so. Yeah. I don't know. Can't remember. It's been a long time. Sorry to hear about your treatments, but in terms of WoW, it's definitely not a bad time to be playing Blood DK. Let's put it that way. Oh shit! What the fuck? Okay. Don't know how that aggroed. Doesn't Bloody K get another 6% damage buff in 9.1? Yes. Never a bad time to play Bloody K. I guess so, yeah. Funny to think about in 2004, it was hard to find a computer that could run WoW. Yeah, it's true. It's a good point, actually. I wish Blood DK was in TBC. I don't want to be a warrior. Yeah, no doubt. Oh yeah, trees. So there was AMZ change, right? Well, we don't know that they're not changing anything further, but yeah, there was like a big nerf, and then they reverted part of the nerf, but it's still nerfed compared to where it's at right now. Yeah. Not normally what I would get. This is gonna be overcount. It won't make any difference in 5-mans at least. Raids are obviously where it's gonna really sting, but if you're not like a top tier mythic raider, it won't really make any difference at all. The cool thing is it's kind of stays pretty strong for Bloody K. Like they have a higher health and stuff, so it's relatively strong for them still. Why don't they just do a battle res with AMZ? Because that's not how spells like that work. That'd be the only defensive spell in the game that would work that way. So that would really change class design, I think. They did that. Bad idea. Hey, High Lord, welcome. Alright, here we go. This is the key right here, effectively. We kill this boss, we upgrade the key, I'd imagine. God, that looks so fucking cool. Holy shit. What firework is that? That's cool. Well, we're doing good damage at least. Next pack is Gorfiends. We'll see how that plays out. I don't know, maybe I should save Gorfiends. There's no mobs left, you don't have to move. Nice little knife head blink out there. Oh, okay, so that's the fucking opposite of what you want to do. Dude, that is hilarious. We had that happen on the video that I recorded the other day too. I don't understand why anybody would knock them back. Oh, I honestly think he thought he was doing a big play because he had a vortex down, but he actually just knocked them out of the ability to be killed. Really bad. Next one will go Gorfiends. I think we're good though. Everybody's alive now at least. We have one death, but okay, they're not coming. Probably a good thing. I don't know what's going on. Okay, that was fucking sketchy to be honest. But it does look like we got the kill. I don't know why those mobs just got stuck there. That's a bit dumb. Bit dumb. Alright. And this is an inspired pack as well. Inspiring is really kind of tough in here, honestly. It's the fucking gargoyle that's inspired too. Come on, kill the goddamn mob. Fucking AoE. I don't know, it definitely looks like they're taunting. The trees are definitely taunting. Your healer was low on mana. What? Yeah, I mean, welcome to Mythic Plus. There's not gonna be any way to stop for that, unfortunately. It's already tight timer-wise. We're probably not actually gonna upgrade this. Another fucking inspired pack. Holy shit. Okay, at least it's that one. Collect sins can still be kicked, that's nice. Six test doesn't seem like too bad of a run. Yep, it's not really. It's just tough dungeon on Tyrannical, I guess. Yeah, we're definitely not upgrading this. Just gonna be slow. What's he doing?
Your penance is at hand.
Sage, thanks for the sub. Welcome.
Their pain shall enlighten. Their pain shall enlighten. your punishment. Their pain shall enlighten me. Their pain shall enlighten me.
We have to absolutely blitz this next area. But hopefully we'll at least get a 20 done. That's cool. It's nice to keep track of the weekly score thing that I set up on that spreadsheet. It's pretty good.
Their pain shall enlighten
I'm sure this will be the highest for the week. Well, it definitely is, obviously. Obviously.
my flock.
This is such a great fucking room for the Rock Alley Legendary, by the way. It's like no better room, I don't think. Because the mobs like don't really even attack it. A lot of them just are fixated on random DPS. I guess the problem is if the Rock Alley gets kind of caught on the whatever these things are, queues, just stuck sitting fighting the boss. I guess that would suck. But still have some up. Tyrannical is definitely tough on this last boss, but I think Necrotic was the real reason we struggled in this dungeon. I mean, we had really only one mistake, and that was me aggroing that extra pack, so. Just kind of route fatigue. It's been such a long time since I've done the route. Since I did an invis pot there. Yeah, no way we upgrade, but respectable. Your route wasn't the best. Yeah, I had a feeling somebody was going to say that. Disagree, but... Do you want to have pride for the first boss? I guess is the main question. It's really the only change between the fortified and the tyrannical route.
Of your boorish presence, it seems I must deal with you myself. Be gone, rabble! I am losing my patience. You have not earned your pride.
AMS for that, very good.
You are no match for my power. Beware. Overflows. But then I suppose failure comes naturally to your kind.
God, that does a lot of fucking damage. Holy shit. I was surprised at how much damage that does to the DPS.
Feel the weight of your sin. Out of my way!
Oh shit, what the fuck? Wow, I'm gonna die.
Beware. I have anima to spare.
AMZ here. Not sure how I'm getting the front one. That doesn't seem right.
Feel the weight of your
AMS the Stigma.
I am
That's very good.
losing my patience.
Alright, see you guys later. Literally 2 people died of that, it's funny.
I am losing my patience.
Probably gonna want to dodge the statues.
For my power. Your pride undoes you. You are beneath my contempt. You are beneath my contempt. You have not earned your pride. You are no match for my power.
Alright. Good effort. That would have been a progression key last week, so not a problem. Let's get that one added, and it's certainly going to be our best key for the week there. Halls 20. Completion. This is week 4 now. Inspiring Necrotic. And it was Druid, Mage, Warlock. Got it. Alright, well we got the 20 done at least, that's good. Oh, this would be interesting. We'll do halls again, although we really need theater. Do halls again and try the fortified route and see if it's better. That'd be interesting. Okay, we'll do theater then. This will probably not going to actually go that well, but we'll see how it goes.
What is your quarry? Watch the shadows.
Isn't Necrotic on first boss? Yep, pretty much. Definitely the worst boss in the whole Affix step.
Everything to the Maldraxi. Prove that none can match you in the arena.
U.S. Women's National Team. What the fuck? Who's that? Is that Megan? We are basically one world quest away from getting a Paragon cache with the Undying Army. I don't even know what they offer. Let's see. Undying Army. Paragon. Which potion are you using from BFA? The Potion of Unbridled Fury. Where can I see what they give? Micromancer, let's go. Reigns of the Colossal Slaughter Claw. Surprised to see people worry about a row in this dungeon. Tyran Theater, you must hit yourself. That's one of the few I still need. So we saw it. We might as well give it a try. Honestly, like I said, theater should be the easiest it ever gets on Tyrannical because you know exactly what you need to do in it. There's no, you know, there should be no questions about where the danger is going to come in this dungeon. So if we fail it, it's going to be because we fail bosses, pure and simple. That's a good thing. Like where you have miss, right? Where people like just aren't ready for the bosses. It's like they're not even, they're completely like unaware that it's going to be difficult somehow. Tyra Scythes wait for you. If we get to her, yeah, well, that'd be great, honestly. If we get to that boss, I'll be very satisfied. It's usually rare enough. Alright, so we'll pull all of these first. Actually, now let's just...
Welcome, one and all, to the theater of pain.
Hey there, met you a lot. What's up, buddy? Long time no see. How you been? It's going alright so far. Doing Tyrannicals. With Necrotic, though, so it's not going to be going great for too long. Definitely, like I said, sadly, it's probably... Just don't even play this week if I was actually not streaming it. Alright, well that's not going to happen. Need to drop stacks before we go again. Good thing we did not pull this with the other mobs. We would have definitely died. This guy attacked like so fucking fast or something. I don't know. Don't know what's going on. Okay, so the big thing is to not interrupt, which is harder than it looks. between that Mortal Strike and the fact that multiple mobs are attacking us, this is an extremely difficult fight. It's just extremely difficult to drop Necrotic, which is not happening on most fights. Yeah, just dead already, it looks like. Gotta be some way to guarantee that we drop it, but I don't think there is. Parry? Nope. Yeah, no way. Hey, battle res. That's that. Yeah, just really unlucky, honestly, because there's not really much you can do. I mean, to my knowledge, I don't know of any way. So bad, mage. I mean, to be fair, the damage wasn't excellent, I guess, but... And shit damage, DH. Alright, see you guys later. It's interesting. that one should be in the video. That was a funny disband.
Strength means everything to the Maldraxi. Prove that none can match you in the arena.
It's just like take a shot at everybody you can. So bad, mage, and shit damage, DH. It's like, wait, what? We died to me dying in Necrotic. Although, again, I guess to be fair, if we had better damage, it would have been less of an issue. We were just like literally, yeah. It's probably like 1k extra raid DPS killing that thing before I died there. Okay, well, let's add this to the list. That is Theater 20. Disband. With Shaman, we had Bombkin, DH, and the Mage. And you can make a vid like that every season. Oh, I plan on it, yeah. That was awesome. Imagine he gets into an argument with himself. He probably does, yeah. Tough argument to lose, but also tough to win. Okay, there's no keys. Okay, here, this is what we'll do now. Let's take a look at our weekly keys. So week 4, we have a 14 here. Let's look at this on screen. For everyone's benefits. At least it was quick, that's what she said, yeah. Okay, so we have a 14, an 11 Plague Fall. Halls we just got, that's a 20 now. But yeah, so Theater, our Necrotic Wake, so what's actually here? So let's just like look at upgrading this, basically. Big pumps, but we don't need that. So it's going to be Necrotic Wake, probably. What is our current Necrotic Wake? 18. Okay, so neither of these keys we need. Interesting. I thought that this would be a fun way to try to get some value out of doing keys we don't actually need for overall. Oh, there we go. The other side, 17. We need that one like a bitch need dick more. That's really bad. 17. Our best is a 4. Well, actually, it's Plague Fall. That's the 11. We have an 11 Plague Fall completion, but yeah. Any of these completions obviously are going to be way worse. I wish there was a way to see what the second best was, but... Metro, can you check something for me? In Stratholme on Baron Rivendare, his epic sword. Curious how much it says it heals you. Got it while farming them out, and the proc heals for 2k. Okay, let's take a look. Dungeons. That scales up too, so if I farm that at level 50, it would be pretty good, I bet. I actually did that for Shadowlands. I think I still have it somewhere. It says, well, it's not scaled though, you see. This is a level 30 version. Maybe that's, is that what's going... Is that what's causing some confusion there? This is going to scale all the way up to 50, so it'd be like 55, I think, eye level wise. So it's actually pretty good. I swear I have it. It must be in my bank. Let's go see. I'm not actually sure. I know I have. Oh, I've been declined from a 17. What? What about mists? Our best mist this week is 19 upgrades, so we don't need that one. That's good. This is what we'll do. We'll do this only for the rest of the day. We'll try to find keys that we actually need for our best weekly keys. Go Panda. No. No, thank you. Why would you say that? Strange thing to open. I'm new to the stream, but I'm not even going to say anything other than demand that you change your race. That will go well.
Yep, what do you want?
I guess it would be in the regular bank.
How you doing?
What's the name of it? I've already forgotten. Runeblade or Doomblade or Fuckblade or something. Runeblade. Apparently I have... What? Oh, because it has Dancing Rune Weapon on it, probably. Or Dancing Rune Blade or something. Yeah, there it is. Well, it also says only 296 even at that. Oh, that's not even a high eye level one. Wait, what? 37? I thought I farmed this. Oh, that's right. I was gonna do it. I just went and soloed it and got the eye level 37 version, and then I went and did it in Chromie time like 3 times, and it took like 30 minutes each run, and I didn't get it, and I was like, okay, fuck that. But yeah, I have the lower eye level one. Oh well. Okay, well, yeah, I mean, I guess we do theater again. No, Necro, Kyrian, Tank. Yeah, not any of those things, but our best theater is 13 completions. That'd be good to finish that. Hey Metro, I have a specific dungeon question. I'm pretty new to tanking this expansion, and I'm playing Prot Warrior. I'm struggling to get the big pack at the start of Halls of Atonement grouped up. Any tips? Fortunately, I have no idea as non-DK. Like, honestly, if it wasn't for DK, I have no idea what I would do there. I guess just charge over and interrupt it, and then try to charge back. You have 2 charges, right? I don't actually know what the answer is there, unfortunately. But yeah, somebody needs to interrupt, basically, and that's... If that's not going to be you. James Wolken, thanks for the subscription to the YouTube channel. That was very generous of you to do that with your time. But no, anyway, the interrupt has to land. So if you're not able to do it yourself, then you have to just tell somebody else to do it for you. Also try just bringing the front pack to them, I guess. But I have no experience with any of this, unfortunately. I'm going to run to the bathroom, I guess, while we wait for this. So let's fly out. Hey, do you play TBC? If yes, which spec and class? Not really. I guess the answer is no. Okay, that actually helps. I just didn't know if I was doing something wrong. Oh, yeah, you didn't realize it was because of a caster. I mean, you could spell reflect too. That doesn't stop the casting though, I guess. But yeah, the big thing is just gotta. The pack won't congregate until you get that interrupt on that obliterator or whatever it's called. Alright, fly to theater and use the bathroom.
Greetings, mortal.
Be right back.
Strength means everything to the Maldraxi. Prove that none can match you in the arena.
Oh, that's a good tip there, actually. The X-Spectre. If you attempt another theater this week, you may have to ask the soother. Oh, Johnny, thanks for the sub. You may have to ask the soother to not soothe the melee boss right away, so he will chase a player and you can get rid of Necro. That's actually, yeah, really good point. I don't know. I don't understand that myself, so that's probably a good tip, though. It sounds like a good tip. The hell with people asking route in theater? Yeah, I have no idea. It's a bit weird, but you look like an old version of me, minus the glasses. Oh, really? Why, you have long hair? Somebody said I look like some guy named Maximilian Dude. Bunch of people said that, apparently. That's literally... I've been called a lot of things. People say I used to look like Chris Metzen. I guess that's gone now that I have long hair. Adam Sandler was the first. The first one I ever got was Adam Sandler. I don't know. That was when I didn't have a beard, I guess. It's funny how these facial features change over time. You do not look like Adam Sandler. What the fuck? Well, I agree, obviously. I don't think I look like any of these people, but... And like I said, this was when I had no beard or facial hair, or no beard or long hair, so you probably have no idea what I looked like back then. Let's see, Adam Sandler. It's like he never has a beard, right? Yeah, I definitely don't see it. On these games, people always said Adam Sandler. Then, when I was streaming private servers, people would always say Chris Metzen. And then now people are saying this Maximilian Dude. I don't know who that guy is, but let's see. I should probably look him up, actually. What? He's just got long hair and glasses. I guess if you're really, like, not looking at who you're looking at, yeah. I mean, we don't even have the same glasses. He's got, like, very thin glasses. He's got, like, a very recessed chin, though. Which is very bad for your breathing. Anyway, is it the guy from Yu-Gi-Oh! I'm not, no idea. I will say, though, that when I wear a headband for a while, my hair kind of crimps like his does in the front. So we have that in common, but... Yeah. Anyway, I thought they meant Maximilian Pegasus. Gotcha. Yeah, so like some YouTuber. Very big, like million+ sub YouTuber.
Don't you think that with the Prideful gone, healers will suffer due to lack of mana regen? Also, there's a power that increases self-healing by 75%. If tanks can get that power, it will be insane for DK. Yeah, no, I wouldn't say it. They're going to suffer because there's now a new mana thing, but these new powers seem way stronger than Prideful, so we'll see how difficult it is to kill the mobs, I guess. Maybe the mobs are going to be even harder, I don't know, but... Tiago, the mana healer issue will be offset because you'll be able to use cooldowns a lot more freely and not have to save anything for pride timings. Maybe. I don't know if that's true. Metro, what do you think is the best healer for Mythic Plus? Blood Death Knight. Thanks a lot. Is that sign? Thanks a lot for just being you. Also, the 75% heal is self-heal is currently not for tanks on PTR. You can get it as an unholy DK, but not for blood. Oh, okay. I was gonna say because I did not see that. Yeah, I only did one dungeon, but I assume that was every single possible option, right? Like there wasn't. I don't know though. Is it like based on the week? I don't fully understand. Like, what the fuck? Guy like wants me to link the route before we even have 5 players, and now he's asking me about the route. Like what? If it rotates, it will rotate like Awaken did with AABB week, so we can't tell you on PTR. Well, we've had plenty of resets, yeah. Are they planning on any more changes to Blood DK other than the damage buff and AMZ change? I mean, I don't work for Blizzard, so I don't know. Probably not. I'd imagine class changes are long over. How's the progression on? Nah, we're not gonna be. Not even gonna be doing it. Stinks. No time to kill that boss, sadly. We're out of time. Have they announced a release date for 9.1? Not yet, no. Why is he asking for route and then complaining about it? I don't think he's complaining about it, but yeah, I don't know what the point of asking for the route is if then you're gonna ask what are we doing in the dungeon. It's like what?
So why isn't there enough time for SLG? Okay, so did you watch their previous kills? So let me ask you this. If it took us 8 weeks to kill Sludge Fist, how long do you think it's going to take us to kill Stone Legion Generals? Yeah, Tyler, they are removing blood and DK. You will now be the spec Love and known as HK, Hug Knight. You self-heal by hugging mobs. That's not true. Don't listen to that. He's wrong about that. Other side. Hey Metro, how are the fixes this week? Yeah, definitely the worst possible week for me, but I guess in general they're not terrible. I don't know. It's hard for me to be unbiased, and unfortunately, I really don't like this week. But we'll definitely be playing some Shaman tomorrow, and hopefully it'll be more enjoyable to play that character now that Grievous is gone. Seinfeld joins the party and then doesn't take the summon. Oh, why the fuck did I post on this character, dude? I went AFK to make lunch and shower, and this theater hasn't started yet. No, this is a different one now. The first one ended very quickly. Okay, he's here. I love that helmet. I gotta play a hunter more. Oh, that's a nice. Well, minus that. What the fuck? Minus that. That's a nice little transmog. Gorog Serene Grace. All right, here we go. By the way, in case you already saw, hold on. Noticed some fights in the new raid require a lot of mobility. What do you think about Blood DK? Well, I'm a Night Phase, so I have a lot of mobility. I don't know about non-Night Phase. I've not played them. Unsure. Go Night Phase, I think is probably the tip. Or I guess, I mean, Ventier's got mobility too. Not as much. Blood DK is not actually immobile on raids. The big issue in 5-mans is that you have to take the slow D&D, which makes it hard. But in raids you can take Wraithwalk, so. Between Wraithwalk, they also buffed the fuck out of Death's Advance last expansion, like at the end of the expansion, so. Should not have any issues with mobility in raids. It's only in 5-mans. I mean, SLG doesn't chain you to a person for an instant wipe because you need the DPS. What's up? So it might be a better boss for you, you think? I doubt it. But we'll never know, I guess. We're not going to waste time with it. Last 2 fights took us so long and they were so arduous that I don't think anybody even wants to try, and we really don't even have 20 raiders anymore, so I don't even know what's going on. Okay, signs offline, sweet. How long was progression on console? Probably the same real time. Took us a very long time to kill that as well. I remember we started console the week before 905 came out, so you can figure that out. When did 905 come out? Shadowlands Generals will bring you to your mental limit. Yeah, but I know no reason to be doing that this late in the tier. If that was the last boss of the tier, then yeah, maybe. Like if we're talking about Denathrius being like this, then maybe we'd give it a try. But considering then you'd still have Denathrius, it's like why bother? I'd like to. I'd be happy with just a second kill of Sludge Fist in console right now. I think that would be a very competitive. That'd be a very good way to end the tier for us. Had more than one kill of those bosses, that'd be awesome. Well, we did kill the boss, so that's good. What the fuck's going on here? Okay, they're just gonna sit there and just cast the whole fight? I'm confused. What's we do? These guys get some kind of shield on them so we can't even interrupt it. I won't complain. Easier to not get a necrotic stacks. Okay, so this is an extremely slow start to this dungeon, but it is dead. So that should be the only thing stopping us. The rest should be very easy. Although maybe the door chop boss might be difficult too. Hey man, how you doing? Duffy, what's up, buddy? I'm doing alright. Nothing to complain about quite yet. No, it's a little too early in the day for that. Better repair before we drop.
Now that the preliminaries are over, the real trials can begin.
All right. How many hours till the raid? 5, I guess. Yeah. Technically 5. I'm very excited to see all the early bosses again, though. They're really, some of those fights are some of my favorite fights ever. I fucking hate extending, man. It's so boring doing the same boss every single week over and over and over again. One of my favorite things about raid is like the diversity of the raid bosses, you know? And I'm really happy about getting back to that. You full-time stream or do you work somewhere? Yep, this is my full income, yep. I would love to see a week without affixes, even if it's the last week before the next patch. It'd be interesting. You can always go on the PTR if you want to do keys without affixes, so it's kind of neat.
Meddle all you like, mortals. You will delay the inevitable.
I don't want to kill both of those at the same time like that, but that's fine. If you want to have fun as Bloody K, play full haste. Oh, I totally agree, yeah. Haste is so much more interesting. I was saying that all through BFA and people were laughing at me. It's so much more fun. It's so much easier to play too, because you're not like, if you miss a death strike with like 0 haste, you're not gonna get another one for a while. But if you miss a death strike with really high haste, yeah, it's fine. Another one's coming up. Okay, I'm gonna mind control this one. Bone Magus. Oh well. Fucked up the grip. It is wild how much easier 18s are than 20s, though. It's like a whole different game. I'm in absolutely 0 danger in this game. Outside of that first boss, there won't be anything even remotely challenging, I feel like. We'll see, maybe I'm wrong, but... Alright, well that... Come on. Did that just bug out again? I don't know what this is. Or did I do something wrong? Eric, thanks for the sub. That's funny. We just reviewed that happening like a long time ago, and now it just happened again, I guess. I'm 90% sure I didn't do anything wrong. Surely, yeah, surely you wouldn't go backwards by putting it in the wrong slot. Okay.
Beware. Beware.
It's funny that we just went over that on that video.
Beware. Beware.
This guy's Demo Warlock, I didn't even realize. Wouldn't mind checking out Affliction again. Warlock's very interesting to me, but I don't really like the class. I feel like I would only like the spec, and that makes me worried. Makes me worried I want to enjoy playing it. No spec warlock is hilarious. They have effectively only shadow bolt for damage, and then they have corruption, which is a cast. They cast it. It's like I got a cast time. Just like it used to, I guess, in Classic. Nice DK, that's correct. I am pretty nice. And I'm also a DK. You got it all figured out there, Marco. Did you ever look at the new Warcraft logs guild recruitment feature? No.
You think yourself exceptional, gifted, but you will learn humility.
No, Marco, he's technically a red DK.
Your souls are mine to claim. Let your fears consume you. Wither in my grasp.
What happens if somebody stands in that who doesn't have the mechanic? Does it do anything? I guess not. It doesn't go away when you stand in it, right? Or does it? It goes away when it picks up the spirit, I think. Oh, that guy's doing nice damage as Demo, though. New fire. Nemo does seem interesting to me. What do you mean? He is blue. He is Night Fae. It's true. When I have pride, I am red, but I am blue on most days. God, this is just insane how little damage I'm actually taking. Good, the parasite's on me. Perfect, he leaves it on me too, so AMS. Alright. That makes the fight a lot easier when that happens. Hey there, Metro. Azrite, what's up, buddy? Hey there. Hey there, Metro. Hey there, guys. It's Metro. Look at that link. Hunter's not even in it. I love Riptide. That's probably my favorite healing spell in the game. Holy Shock's cool, but I feel like Riptide's just Holy Shock, but it's not really better, but I like it better because it's water, splashing your water with water. Riptide gets added in what, Wrath? I think it's gotta be Wrath. Okay, so he just jumps off and dies. It's probably faster, I guess. Metro, what's hey, Matt, what's up, buddy? What's up, buddy? What's up, buddy? Yes, yes to Wrather. Okay, do not fucking gore fiends. Need to do not gore fiends. That warlock is pumping huge damage. Oh, really? Well, that's probably good, because imagine if he was doing, like, if he was pumping, like, gasoline. That would be really weird. It's like, well, you don't need gasoline, bro. We're not driving a car currently or using a lawnmower or anything like this. What else would he be pumping? Sewage? Oh, gross. He'd be pumping raw sewage? It's fucking disgusting. I got hit by that. Do as I say, not as I do, cop. Move out of it. Pumping tires? Hey, take Orbison. Yeah, fuck. Maybe that could be it. Putting air into tire. I wouldn't say you're pumping them, but living the dream out here in the 100. Oh, that's hot, huh? Fuck. I'd like to think that I would enjoy that, but can you even? I guess your house has to be immaculately cooled, right? Because your PC, like, I don't know, when it's like above 90 here and my PC's running, it doesn't feel like it should be running. It feels like it should just be off. Like, feels like it's too hot for that. Okay, we'll take this mob instead. Not really slowing anything down, honestly. Probably faster. I probably shouldn't even be taking this mob. It's just like I feel like if we don't actually kill everything quick, then we're not gonna have any. We're not gonna have the ability to keep this mob from fucking us. Greetings, Metro from Peru. Welcome. How you doing? Okay. The AC runs all day, unfortunately, for the old power bill. Yeah, I can only imagine. No idea what happened there. I don't understand what it wiped. Those big ads benefit from tyrannical or fortified? Tyrannical. Or fortified. Fortified. Everything that's not a boss is fortified.
You think yourself exceptional.
I'm not gonna do this. This is not gonna work.
Humility.
We just wiped to the easy pack. How are we gonna do that with pride? Do people, when it's that, is it, I guess it's normally this hot, right? Like, this isn't abnormal for you, Matt. When it's this hot, do people actually, like, go do things outside, or they just completely, like, I was just thinking about this. Like, if it was that hot here, people would, like, they would not even think about going outside. Meaning it would be, like, the perfect possible day to play golf. Because the, typically, you know, like if it's nice out, like the hotter it is, the better it is to play golf, I feel like. The lies are tighter, the ball flies easier, it's like, it's perfect. And you're not really like working up a sweat, you know, as long as you're not walking. I bet the courses are probably empty. Not much outside, but swimming or early morning stuff like golf. Gotcha. So if you try to go to a course right now, it's going to be empty, or? If we think well, Kyrie and Prop Pally can almost totally neglect Necrotic. That's, yeah, that's true. You're right about this. They got it going on. Yeah, maybe we should do some prop pally, I don't know. I've been wanting to play the paladin more, but I feel like if I'm going to play two healers at once, like I'm going to get bored with it. Maybe play prop pally. Yeah, and the rates midday are close to free. Wow, that's fucking awesome. God, that sounds like the perfect place to live. It's like, I don't know. I love golfing in the heat, and 118 I guess is pretty ridiculous, but it just sounds so awesome. Like, that's just so fucking awesome to say. Like, 118 degrees, what the fuck?
Beware.
You would not have any inflammation at all. Like, your swing would be so clean.
Beware.
Wow, I have 45 stacks in Necrotic. What the fuck? Didn't even realize. That's how little danger I'm in from actual mobs. It's kind of crazy. 45 stacks. I literally had no idea. I'm really enjoying TBC while we wait for the new patch. It's cool. I'm glad you. I do envy you guys who can enjoy it. Honestly, like I've tried, and it's just not. I've just done too much Outlands, man. It's. I think if I was able to get to 70 quickly, I'd probably enjoy some of it, but it just takes so fucking long to level, and I cannot stand leveling in Outland. It's got to be the worst leveling experience. There's a course I like about 250 winner rate that has $20 carts and lunch after 2 p.m. Oh wow, that's crazy. That's pretty wild. God, that sounds so fucking awesome. Like, man, I would love that. I would love if that was the case around here. Best part of TBC started today, arenas. So yeah, that's definitely not done anything to entice me. I don't think anybody really. I mean, I guess I don't know. I don't know why anybody would try to take PvP on a fucking private server serious, but I'm sure people do take it serious. I mean, is there actually going to be rewards in TBC? I guess you can get gladiator mounts. I never got to play it as much as I would have liked to as a kid. Well, the problem is neither did I, but it's not, you didn't play it when you were a kid. You played it for the fucking 10 years afterwards that it took him to figure out how to make everything scale so you didn't have to do TBC every time you leveled the character. That's my issue. It's like, I had to begrudgingly trudge through Hellfire Peninsula on every single character I leveled from Wrath through Legion. And it's like, God, I just don't ever want to fucking go back to that. It's such a bad experience. I feel like. So I'm almost like kind of, that's still in my head. It's almost like PTSD or something. It's like, no, I don't want to be in Hellfire. I want to do anything but Hellfire. It's like classic leveling was so great, and I mean, I feel the exact same way about actual TBC Classic and regular Classic. Azeroth zones are so fucking good. There's so many good quests, and then Hellfire quests are fucking horrible. Just dungeon grind? Yeah, that's definitely. That'd be even less interesting. That would be even less interesting. Okay, what the fuck's going on here? 2 deaths on the same boss, not good. The end game is so good in TBC? Yeah, I don't agree. The end game's mediocre, it's okay. Karazhan's a cool raid, but I don't really like any of the other raids in the... There's no actual other end game besides Heroic Dungeons, which I would enjoy, I think, but we'll probably never get there. I said the real thing I had interest in with TBC was to be able to go back and solo classic shit, so that's the only thing keeping me hanging on. The end game was so bad in Classic. Oh, really? Yeah, see, yeah, completely the opposite. Like, TBC's end game isn't different enough from Shadowlands, so I have no reason to do it. Like, I'm not looking for a second version of the same type of end game, right? Like, whereas Classics is so vastly different that it's like, it feels like a different game enough that I would be interested. End game good? Not T4, maybe later. Alright. Yeah, I mean, obviously, everybody has their own opinion, but for me, Karazhan's probably the only raid that I'd actually enjoy in TBC. Are you in SoCal or Arizona? He's in Arizona, yeah. What are you, what's going on? What the fuck? Is this 18 a Depleto? Yeah, pretty much. Heroic dungeons are different to retail, but they're not. They're still dungeons, so it's like, doesn't really matter how different they are. It's not really any different. I love grinding stuff for actual benefit, so it's great endgame. Oh, that's Classic, right? TBC's doesn't have any grinding. It's just get the keys and then that's it. I get a bleed and Shami literally sit there. I gotcha. Yeah, the bleed's avoidable, right? Probably want to avoid it.
My blade will bathe in your blood.
But yeah, definitely not upgrading this. Fine by me. All we care about is status. Just trying to get this weekly score up. And we're doing it. I am SoCal, not as hot unless you go inland more. Yeah. I'll tell you, I was very disappointed with California. All I heard about was how hot it was supposed to be in California, but I guess Irvine's certainly not the prime of it. It was weird though, because it was like 70. The highest it ever got to was like 70 in Irvine. And then when we went to Anaheim, which is where the convention, which is where BlizzCon was, it was like 85 there. So it was like 15 degrees warmer. So I was like, oh, okay. The thing that really pissed me off about California heat was it seemed like everybody hated it. It's like 80 degrees and these dudes have their fucking windows closed and they have the air conditioning on. It's like, what the fuck? You live here. You're not used to this shit? Fucking 80 degrees, it's not even warm. Don't forget to use Hellstones. Alright. I use them when I need them, which doesn't occur in this dungeon. But I bet that's not going to be the case in Arizona. I bet everybody, if it's 80 degrees in Arizona, people they're loving that. But then when it's 100, they have the appreciation for it. It's like 98 here in Texas at the moment. Oh, really? I heard it was cold in Texas, or well, not really cold, but you got a lot of rain recently, right? Like a lot of rain this last 2-3 weeks. Or maybe that was more than 2-3 weeks ago. I don't know. Texas used to seem like, if I was thinking like if I could live anywhere, where would it be? Texas seemed like the place. I don't know, like somewhere that's south but not Florida, I feel like is always a good option. But now it seems like Texas has become like the new California. So that makes me want to live there much less. We did, it was kind of crazy. And I don't know if it's just because of that bad winter they had, but Texas golf courses do not look like they're in good shape at all. Meanwhile, Arizona is still like chugging away. The only thing that sucks about Arizona is that it's PST, right? Or is it Central? Mountain, I mean? Is it Mountain? I'm not sure, but it's not EST, so that's an issue. Texas is at least only Central. That's more of the coast. If you go to Palm Springs, you get up to 110. Oh, okay. I see. Well, I don't think Irvine's on the coast, is it? Irvine is on the coast? Okay. The golf courses near Austin are the nicest. Yeah, I don't know where these courses that I've been looking at are, but these ones have been not in very good shape. Arizona doesn't observe daylight savings time. That's true. That's actually a bad thing. That's another knock against Arizona. Another reason I could never live there. Yeah, the issue is that, like, it's very difficult to... I feel like living in anything but ESD is very difficult to do the things I try to do. Like, if I had a 9-to-5 job in Arizona, I wouldn't be able to make raid times. You know what I mean? Like, that's not... not gonna work. Oh my god. Irvine is about 15 to 20 minutes from the coast. I see, I didn't realize it was that close. I had actually no idea. Nine deaths, what? Oh. Holy fuck, dude. What the fuck? You would just need a Pacific server? Yeah, I mean, I'm not just gonna abandon the guild that I've been in for 15 years, basically, just because I'm moving to Arizona. Anyway, I can't even afford to live here, let alone there. I can't imagine. I imagine it's much more expensive to live in Arizona than it is Pennsylvania. You have the AC running all day, every day. SoCal people are babies about the weather. It seemed that way, yeah. Like, let's put it this way. We went out to dinner the first night. It was outdoors, the dinner, which was cool. Like, I really enjoyed that. But it was 68, okay? 68 degrees at night. Everybody from Blizzard had fucking jackets on. Like, literally, like, actual jackets. It's like, it's 68. What? And, well, that actually makes me think, like, that actually might be the opposite direction now that I think about it, but I don't know. Are you going to raid SLG? Nah, that's probably never going to get pulled. We don't need heat during the winter, though. That's true. I don't think it adds, I doubt it adds up, though. Heat is like a few $100s for 3 months. I'd imagine AC is $100-some every single month, right? Housing rent has shot way up here over the last 18 months. Oh, really? Interesting. Oh, I'm alone up here. Gonna walk away from my computer. You might die less, honestly. There's a lot of deaths. Yeah, they get cold quick and complain about the heat. Yeah, it's very strange. I was very shocked at how... I don't know, man. I guess I thought I was going to Arizona. Very disappointed with how people interacted with the weather there. That's all I heard my whole life was like how nice it is in California and like the weather is so pristine. There's no humidity like Florida. It's like I was so happy to finally get there. And man, was I disappointed. The one thing though I will say was really, when I got on the airplane it was fucking cold, and then when I got off the airplane it was warm, and I'm like, oh, that's cool. And it doesn't even come close to telling me, forget it. My highest bill, oh god, over $500. Holy shit. I mean, that's like the highest heat bill you'll ever have here, and that only happens usually 3 months total. Usually like February's brutal. January and February. December is usually like you can get away without running the heat much. It's just 2 banners up, you know. Not even really affected by this mechanic because I have a Death's Advance passive. We can definitely finish this. Provided he doesn't choose me, I don't think that's possible. Double banner. If only it was a Warriors banner. Banner of War, you remember that? Whatever that was called. Crit. Dropped like a crit banner. I don't even remember what that was called. If you count the cost of wood, heating here is more expensive than cooling. The cost of wood? What the fuck does that mean?
Soldiers of Maldraxxus! Are you ready for some carnage?
I can't imagine how 3 months of heat is less expensive than 12 months of AC. It doesn't make sense.
Longest reigning champion the theater of pain has ever known.
At long last, a worthy contender. All you like, mortals. You delay the inevitable.
Oh, I don't. Yeah, I do not have any of those things. I'm sure it's worse where you are, though, no doubt. Obviously, you probably had the heat on way through March, right? Although I don't know, here March was like insanely warm. Like it was like in the 80s multiple times in March, so I don't know what it was like up there. But most months March is like, okay, that's it, we're done. We're not using the heater anymore. And it's usually like November. It's like, we could probably use the heater, but well, we won't put it on. December is like when it starts properly. How is this pet still not up here, by the way? We just fought an entire mob and the pet still is not snapped up here. I don't understand how this works. Like, it doesn't make any fucking sense to me. Is it just not ever going to aggro?
Magic reaches beyond your mortal ken.
Only use the AC about half the year. Oh, really? You don't use it in the other months? Okay, well that's interesting. I don't know, I'm still like, it's like I said, those dudes who had the AC on while they're driving and it's 70 degrees out basically. It's like, that makes me think that most people in California just have the AC on year round. Well, it's 75, we better get it down to 68, that's what we wanted to have. November to March is when we use our wood stove? Okay, yeah. Yeah, I would say kind of like December, January, and February are the only severe heat months up here. I've never yet purchased wood for that, ever. Just have a gas heater or whatever it is. Winter highs are mid-60s? Oh, okay. That's interesting. I'm surprised by that. Because in Florida, it's like way over the 60s, right? That's strange. I'm very interested in climate. Like I know people in Florida who definitely use their AC all year round. Did I parry that? Oh, she canceled it. It's very interesting though. So it does sound almost like identical. It's like you're saying like your worst month is $500, and it's like around, we have like an insanely cold month in Pennsylvania, then maybe you get like a $500 heat month. So as long as those don't happen more than every 3 or 4 months total.
Magic reaches beyond your mortal ken.
Well, we know a guy, my dad's like best friend growing up, he lives in Pasadena though. And he's always talking about how bad the electrical bill is there because of the AC. And apparently it keeps going up like every year for some reason. My bill in the winter is about $75. Okay. So not nothing. I think the heat bill here is still, because obviously you heat like water for showers and stuff. But still like probably like 25 bucks or something. I pay $700 to heat my house for the season. Wood stove for the win. For the whole season? What does that mean? Faxi was just saying the opposite, it sounds like. So. I've never used a wood stove. I don't even know what that is. Well, that was a long key, but we got it. We got it done, and we got our weekly quest. I didn't realize we had that. Let's go turn that in quick. Okay, well, we also add that to the list, and that's going to be our new best weekly theater by a mile. It's fucking 5 levels higher. It's very good. It was theater. Theater 18. Completion. Another shaman healer. There's so many of those. And it was rogue and warlock and hunter. All right, we got that done. What, did we get 2 done today? Yeah. Probably not getting 4. Entire winter. Well, that's cool. This guy's really serious about this process. 20 the other side. Sounds like it's gonna be a mess. Oh, I've been wanting to talk about this. I don't know if anybody actually has it, but does anybody have the so the original classic transmog for PvP gear? If you had the old rankings or whatever, you could wear it still for transmog now. But then they made it also, if you have, I believe it's 1900 in rated battlegrounds, you could also wear it too. Does anybody have that? And if so, I have a question for you. Can you do that on any character once you have it once? Or does it only apply to the character that you have it on? I have a question on that. Because honestly, like, I didn't even realize 1900. I mean, that's not even really that high, right? I mean, obviously, it's way higher than I've ever gotten to, but I don't know how high. Do people even still pug rated battlegrounds? I mean, I guess so. I don't know how high. I just buy it. I'll just pay it. I don't know how much they people actually charge, but wildcarry.com. That's the name of a website, huh? I regret clicking this, I bet. Let's see. Wildcarry. PvP. Oh, you have to pay with money. Oh, that's retarded. Won't be doing that, obviously. That's against the rules. Is that buying wood or harvesting your own? Oh, harvesting. Metro was going to recommend some golf YouTube channels if you're interested. Still digging the golf videos. I got a lot of them that I'm already watching, so I'm probably watching the same ones as you are. But yeah, feel free to speak your mind. Okay, well, there's not a lot of options here. So let's take a look at what else we got. Let's say 18. So everybody, halls and theater, those are gone. Plague Fall 17, that's the one. Our best Plague Fall for this week is a 11. So that would be good to get that out of the way. Yeah, I'm gonna tell this guy why I'm doing it. Let's see what they say. Did you guys kill Sludgefist? Yes, we did. We got that on Tuesday. Last Tuesday. So we've been talking about doing this for a while, like a closed loop extension. So we're gonna start over now. See if we can kill Council again. I'd really like that, but I don't know if we even have 20 raiders right now. I know for a fact we don't have 20 raiders right now, so I'm not sure what we're gonna be doing tonight, but we'll hopefully kill some bosses. If anybody out there is looking for a raiding guild, Tuesday, Wednesday, 7 to 11 Eastern. We really need a healer, but How many do we need tonight? How many do we need? I don't know. Unsure. These are two I would recommend. I am a self-coached golfer, and they've really helped me. Got down to a 10 handicap this last year. Well, would you link them? Because there's nothing. Oh, it's shelf. It's a bit. Cool. Yeah, well, I definitely say at least one, but I won't know until we're there. I think we have 3 people not here. So that's Vic, obviously, is the big issue, because then we don't have a healer. What we really need is a healer. So yeah, Vic's not here, and then Mead and... Wait, you. You're one of them. Yeah. Yeah, I don't know. I think we have 22, so that means we have 19 at that point. I don't remember. It's been a while. I posted them in chat up above. Yeah, unfortunately you didn't, because it's... YouTube's like, no, we won't allow this. Sadly. Basically, if YouTube's like on if they're not 100% sure you're not trying to like spam or promote something, then they're gonna delete the message or just hide it automatically. But I don't know. I'm beginning to see like the trend that I'm battling with golf. It's like I have a lot of issues with mental game, I guess is probably the big way to look at it. Yeah, I'll be out. Illidan knows him as well. Alright, well yeah, let me know if anybody knows a healer. That would be the big thing, regardless of what else we have. I don't mind pugging though. Those early bosses, I'm sure there's plenty of people pugging. Yeah, Discord would be the only true way to share them. But yeah, anyway, in terms of like I just can't like get my mind straight in golf. Like literally, I golfed yesterday. The front 9, I mean, it was a fucking joke. Here, like, let's look at this. This is how absurd this is. Hold on. Oh wait, I never actually transfer here. I'll do that right now. I never actually transferred the image. Realistically though, like unless you're talking about dudes who have like 100 subs, I've probably watched. I've spent so much time watching instructional golf videos. That's what I'm saying. Like I watched 2 dudes. Like literally, I watched just the other day 2 dudes who was like, one guy said, in order to get better distance, you should have like a more compact grip. Like keep your grip. Basically, the quote was like, suck all the air out of the grip. Keep a short thumb. Okay, that was what was said. Oh, shelf's coming. Okay. And then the other, literally another guy, a separate instructor, was like, you want to have the longest grip possible to have a better wrist angle. It's like, what? You can't give like directly competing advice. What the fuck? Like, who do I believe? Like, what? That just tells me that there's like no reason to believe anything. There's no reason to believe that anybody actually knows how to fix my problems. Hey Metro, do you ever get bored? Recently, I don't even want to log anymore. What's there to do? Not really. I mean, boredom is like a invention of... yeah, I don't... There's way too much to do in this game for me to ever get bored with it. Sometimes I get disinterested in it, certainly. Like, sometimes I'm like, I'm not really into WoW right now. I'll take a break. Ali E just subscribed. Welcome. Thanks for that. But no, I've never been bored. Boredom doesn't exist in 2021, if you ask me. I was actually talking about this with my buddy. So, unfortunately, a college or a high school friend, like a very good friend, died this last week. I don't know if I told you guys this, but yeah, he passed away, and it brought a lot of people back to the area, which I was, you know, it's actually a nice moment there because I got to see people I haven't seen in many years, like 12, 13 years at this point. And we were talking about like how even though none of us actually knew each other, like none of us were related or anything like that, and it brought all of us together from all across the world, basically. You know what I mean? Like this guy dying, we're not his cousin, his relative, his brother, nothing like that. but it brought us all together. And I was like, that's because we spent like 12 hours a day together for 4 years straight, effectively. Like, we literally did nothing but play basketball together and just hang out at night, you know? So anyway, we were talking about the fact that that's not going to exist for the, like, his children. Like, he has 2 sons. It's like, that's not going to exist. What key are we even doing? Plague Paw, right? That's not going to exist for his sons, because they're going to grow up in a world where they're just on the internet. And my uncle's sons are this. My uncle's son is the same way. Like, he went to the doctor the other day. He's got some problems, and he's like, the doctor's like, do you feel like when you're out with your friends, blah blah blah, asking questions that are like trying to be medical diagnostic questions, and he's just like, I don't have any friends. I don't go out with my friends, kind of thing. It's like, oh, like, that's pretty sad, you know? But it's like he plays games and stuff. He's on the internet all day, every day, and he has friends online, but he doesn't go out with them because they're not in Pennsylvania, right? So it's like, that's what it's going to look like. You know, 10 years from now, people aren't even going to know what, you know, just hanging out in real life looks like, I bet. But anyway, the golfer you should pay attention to is Paige. Yeah, that girl knows what she's doing, that's for sure. She's figured it out. Boredom is for those who lack imagination. I agree. And I think boredom is not, like, you, I don't know. To be bored in 2021, you really have to be, I don't know what you're doing. Let's put it that way. Okay, anyway, we're supposed to delete all these old scorecards on my phone here. But anyway, take a look at this. This is how ridiculous. This is all mental game. I'll show you this right now. These are the problems that I will never overcome in this sport. So this is the front 9, okay? So I should have made a par here. I hit an immaculate second shot, like one of the best second shots I've ever hit, but I was just short. And then I chipped a little long, right? And that's, you know, short game really comes into play with the around the green stuff. So I chipped a little long, and the putt lipped out. It should have went in. That should have been a par, okay? And then the next hole, there's a group in front of me, okay, which I don't know why, but I really hate when there's a group in front of me, because I feel like there's some pressure where I'm a single person, like it's a foursome, and I'm a single person, and they're like, why is this guy on our ass, or they're gonna make me play through and all this stuff. It's like, in my mind, I'm thinking about that, okay? And then on the same hole, the guy's cutting the fairways. So I'm thinking about 2 different reasons to not be comfortable, okay? So I'm like, all I could think in my mind is like, don't hit the fairway. It's like, well, you can't do that. So I literally fucking push it all the way into the woods. Can't find the ball. Drop on the right side. Trying to punch it through the trees. Hits the tree. Next shot, same fucking thing. Tree up in front. Hit that tree as well. So I've now hit 4 shots into trees. That's a triple. Like, I mean, that's it. Like, you know what I mean? The hole's over. So, and then that kind of drags on for the next few holes. And then, like, we kind of right the ship here. But then look at the back 9. 42 compared to 51. This is free and easy. There's nobody anywhere. By this point, everybody's moved forward, and there's nobody cutting grass or nothing. +6. And these 2 should have been pars, 100%. It should have been a fucking, this should have been my best back 9 ever. Depleted hole. Yeah, basically. This should have been I should have been in the 30s, 100%. I just missed. So for me to make par on this hole as well is insane. I never make par on this hole. And really, this hole I should be making par on too. I can never get it there in 3, but I just need to make the putt. Yeah, really, all of these, like, all of these could be pars. So I don't know. That's just, like, there's no way to fix that. Like, I can't fix that. That's something that no instructor is going to be able to teach me. I cannot get my mind out of the game. It's just constantly dominating me. Like, it wins every battle. Let's put it that way. The times when I can play completely, like, with confidence and there's no herky-jerkiness, and I don't have to worry about all this stuff, like, it's easy. It's a much easier sport. But when I'm constantly thinking about things, it's like, okay, do I take like a half shot here, or do I kind of like, especially around the green, that's my biggest issue. It's like, all right, should I try this style of chip, or should I try to bump it into the green, or should I try to loft it, or what should I do? Backswing, let's see how far back, maybe only quarter swing. Oh, that doesn't seem right. Okay, maybe 50% swing, and then maybe that's too much. And then like in the middle of the actual swing, I'm like, oh, don't hit it too far, don't hit it too far. Oh, duff it. You know what I mean? It's like, come on, man. It's just never gonna go well. Anyway, I think most people conflate boredom with mild depression. I think you're probably right, actually, yeah. It's really well said. Last round I shot 14 over on the front and 2 over on the back. Yeah, that's basically exactly what I just did. Course management has helped me a lot, and from your last videos, your putting is helping a lot. Yeah, putting has been pretty good. Yesterday it wasn't great. Yesterday it was average. My chipping was fucking horrendous, though. Like, I would be one stroke better on every single hole if I could actually put the ball where I want it on the green. I constantly hit the ball, and it's a good, you know, when I hit it well with the sand wedge or whatever, 56-degree wedge is what I use around the greens. It's like, it's either too far or too short. I never get it right. And I guess that's not uncommon, but it's just, I feel like if I was even remotely decent, I should just spend like 40 days straight working on just chipping. But the problem is there's nowhere to do that around here. No driving ranges have chipping areas. So I don't, like, you need a target. You can't just, I can't just chip to nowhere. I need to actually feel like I have a target and there's some pressure to hit that target. Anyway, how expensive was it to get into golf? Did you start with hand-me-down clubs? I did, yeah. My uncle's old set, he gave me them like 10 years ago, and I used them all the way up into last year. Well, I didn't golf for like 10 years straight, but I used them even most of last year. In fact, I have that all documented if you want to. Big Played Out 1/golf. You want to check out Ace Games TV. I have all my golf. But you could see, like, the first 3 or 4 videos were where I was using the old clubs. And then I got into this, like, mindset. It's like, oh, new clubs are just going to go further. And it's not necessarily false, but it certainly didn't revolutionize my game like I thought it was going to. So I kind of regret buying them, but I've never been so tilted in my life from babysitting my mom's puppy, and he and Frank are just so annoying. Oh, really? Well, that's unfortunate.
The horrors within these halls will make quick work of you. Stradamus plague will soon be mine.
Yeah, golf is a very expensive thing. The best thing about sucking at putting and chipping is those two you can practice at home. I would agree with you, but I don't think I can practice chipping properly. Like, I have practiced it a lot, but I need a target, and it needs to not be on a flat surface. The problem for me is not making contact with the sand wedge. The problem is putting the ball where I want it when I'm on odd surfaces. Like up at Summit Hills, the greens are all on ridges, like very, very common. They're all very like ridgy. So sometimes I'm like, you know what I mean? Like I'm on like a 70-degree incline. And then it's like, for some reason when that happens, the ball goes dead left. So it's like I have to get like 30 shots like that before I ever feel comfortable putting it where I want it. And then sometimes like it just pops up in the air and doesn't go anywhere near it. So it's like, yeah, I could hit a golf ball when I'm on like a tight lie right in front of a green, but when I'm in like a rough ridge on an uphill green or something like that, I don't ever make a contact. They bumped into the table and disconnected the power. Oh, is that why you went offline? That's funny. The biggest help for me around the greens was getting golf wiffle balls. I'm learning to accelerate through the shot. Yeah, shit. Yeah, I sadly I don't think I'll ever be good at chipping. There's just too many ways to strike the ball, and I'm just way too mental. Like I have way too many things in my head. Guess I said like probably at least 50% of the chips yesterday were. Okay, so don't make this mistake again. Last time we had this week, I actually pulled way too much and died here. Anyway, yeah, like it's like, do I try to kind of bump it into the green? Do I try to hit it high? Do I try to flop it? Like, there's so many different ways you can hit a 20-yard shot. You know what I mean? It's just I'm never gonna be good at that. What I really need to do is get better at my irons. If I could actually hit the green in 2, which I never do, like that's the big issue for me. Like The chipping is just exacerbated by the fact that I never am on the green in regulation. Like, never. I never hit a green in regulation. If I hit a green in regulation, it's like a big deal. It's like, holy fuck, wow, this is going really well. But yeah, if I could actually just hit greens in regulation, I would be very good. Because my putting is very good now. It's like way improved. So, I think that's obviously step one. Biggest thing is to commit. Yeah, and I know I just can't. I'm really I guess it's also part of playing alone. Like when I'm alone, I talk in my head a lot, you know what I'm saying? If there was like a second person to bounce ideas off, like if I was playing with my uncle, I'd be like, so what should I try to do, this shot or that shot? And then he would just tell me. And then I'd be like, okay, I'll do that. And then I could commit, but so many times I like get up to get over the ball and it's like, oh, okay, this is definitely the shot I want to hit. And then I take like a practice swing and I realize like the club foot, like the rough is so fucking thick up there. I like try to swing the club and like it breaks my wrist. It's like, okay, well I can't hit this shot now. You know what I mean? So then I have to like improvise based, I don't know, it's just, I'm a mess, I really am. Yeah, you have to practice the shots you play. Hard if you don't have good, yeah, there's literally nowhere that has any type of practice facility for chipping around here that's not a private golf course. I never realized that Glenmore had like a pristine, like, oh my god, was it pristine. They had like 4 bunkers, 2 big greens. It was crazy how nice it was to practice at their facility. Gotta head out, lunch break is done. Sweet, it was good to see you, man. Thanks for stopping by. Anyway, Strommy says, has anyone seen Sylvanas fight all the way through? Does she die? Yeah, I mean, she definitely does. She has to, right? How else are we going to get her bow? Not just going to give that up. We also have 2 PKs here. Sadly, this is a really bit of a wall. We'll see how it goes. We got Shelf, crazy good DPS. We'll see what happens. Hunter's doing good too, looks like. Oh, Paladin. Yeah, we should kill it quick. Show a few CDs on the Pride, I guess. Yeah, I think honestly, you just kill them, yeah. Safer play. They're definitely gonna get another set. Okay, so there. Is that guy offline? Why is everybody dead? Yeah, I think he is. I think he is offline. Not aggro trash, whoops.
Your flesh will be consumed. More. The slime needs more.
Okay. Well, that was unfortunate. Oh, wow. Think healer just alt F forward? Why would he? His death was the reason we wiped. His DC is the reason we failed the key. So I hope not. Alright, anyway, add that. Plague Ball, disband. Paladin. And it was Hunter, DK, Mage. Area 52? That's right, yep. That's the realm. The other side 19 would be a really good one. Cross 2 birds off with 1 stone. Our best, the other side is not a good one either, so it'd be good to finish that one at least. Obviously, to kill a fucking Hagar for that. That's cool. Never heard of those two guys, that's surprising.
Where do we strike?
For Queen.
Yeah, sadly I don't think there's any instruction out there that will help me. I would basically need like a coach to literally just come with me every time I play golf. That'd be the only way I think I can get better. Famed Slayer of Ajar. Wow, look at that. Okay, well, this dungeon should be pretty easy for us at least. We'll see how the rest of the group handles it. We have a rogue with shitty transmog, so that's not going to help. Respect for the Breath of Yulon on there, though. That's kind of cool looking. That's just not a good transmog, though. I don't know. Is that just all one set? What is that? Gladiators, Leather Spalders? Wait, what is that? Is that TBC? That's like the first season of TBC here, huh? Yeah. No wonder why it looks so shit. Jesus, that's terrible. Oh my god, that has got to be the worst. Well, as long as you're enjoying the process of golf, I see it like a long-term goal. Yeah, I do. I feel that way too. I don't know. I made such progression last year that I was I was expecting big things this year, but I guess that's just not realistic. Going from like 110 to 85 in one season seemed like holy shit, but realistically, like getting under double bogey on every hole is not that difficult, right? It's getting to par on every hole is a huge jump. A bad mog will result in a bad DPS. I agree. Yep. Gotta look good if you want to pump a tire. Yeah, you're right. It's proven to be at least 20% damage increase. Of 20? I didn't realize it was that high. 20% damage increase. 20? I didn't realize it was that high. 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 It all comes around. WoW Classic launched, and I kept seeing Molten Core transmogs in retail. Oh yeah, maybe. You might be right, actually. Honestly, that's the big thing that stops me. Like, if there was the ability to actually get... Oh, I've seen this. This is a good transmog. Cupid transmog. That's pretty good, huh? I don't think these are the pants that that person was wearing, but that's pretty good. What hat is that? I don't even... Pink party hat. What? BM, haha. Wait, what do you mean, haha? Yeah, getting into the 70s is pretty challenging, yeah. I just can't even get past 90 now, is the problem. This guy, I can already tell he's gonna be a pain in the ass. But like, yeah, like yesterday, 42 on the back nine. It's like, holy fuck, dude. If I actually was able to put anything even remotely close together like that on the front, that would have been like the best round of the forever. I would just be happy to be even 89. If I shot 89 every round, because that would be mostly bogeys, but with a few pars, right? Last time I played, last Thursday, I approached it like that. It's like, okay, so I need bogeys on every single hole, and if I have a double, then I need a par to counteract that, and that's how I approached it. I also had almost two birdies yesterday. Should have really can't. Anyway, yeah, I should have had at least one birdie yesterday, but again, I choked on the putts. Had like a 10-footer on the one hole, and it was like pretty embarrassing that I missed it. Okay, here we go. 19, so kind of checking both boxes. As long as we finish this, we'll have a good key for our future. That was my goal for a long time. Get into the 80s. Now that is the norm. Trying to get in the low 80s and break into the 70s. Yeah. How long did it take you? Would you say? Looking forward to the other side without pride. Oh, it's gonna be way different. Yeah. Apparently, a lot of the dudes are on the outside as well. I think it's gonna be like a completely different route. The mob's like almost dead too. That's pretty nice.
Where you be hiding all
3-4 years. Okay. I'm not even one full year in, so we're in the second year, I guess, technically, but we didn't start until last year's. Basically, didn't start playing golf until late June, and I didn't start taking it serious until about August. That's gonna be refreshing. Oh, really? I don't really feel like. I wouldn't look at that as refreshing, but it will be interesting to see how the dungeon changes. I think the dungeon's gonna get easier next season. That's the big thing. I wouldn't say like refreshing or anything, but I definitely think it's gonna be easier.
Rosana got me at a disadvantage. But if you collect me mojo from a few of me business partner, then together we could turn the tables on him.
I just wish I had people to play with, I guess, is the big thing, because it's like, I feel like playing the same golf course every single week is nice, but I think I would like golf more if I could just travel and play a bunch of different courses. You're certainly not able to do that when you don't even have a second person to play with, let alone 4. That's strange. I've never seen these two meet up like this before. I guess that means we're very fast, or I don't know what. Very slow, one of the two. I shot 84 on Sunday. I was on a par 3 course. I had geckos over it. It's funny. Go on the LFG Golf Bulletin. That was my original goal. Like last year when I started playing, I was like, I would love to be able to just shoot in the 80s, because I feel like if I play with some random people and I wasn't the worst, like if I was the worst player in the group, I would be very, I wouldn't feel very comfortable. Let's put it that way. I don't know. I have some social anxiety, obviously, so. But I felt like if you know, like when I'm doing these keys, like that occurs and I get conscious and not, you know, I play worse because of it. But when I'm like, you know, very confident and I feel like I'm the best player in the group, like I feel like in 90% of the keys I do now, I feel like I can do anything. So I would say the same about golf. Like if I could be the best golfer in the group, I would be very comfortable playing with 4 random people. It would give me a lot of confidence. I was hoping to be able to just get consistently, like, you know, if I could shoot like 84 every round, then I'd be like, oh, now I can definitely just go out there and play with random people, no problem. But just not getting to that point either. I have a consistent foursome that I play with. I bet, yeah. I wish I had. That would be so good. Because then, like, no matter what, you play wherever you want. Like, they will literally not even, like, if you book a tee time, I've had this happen. You try to book a tee time as a solo, they're like, they laugh at you. They're like, dude, are you kidding me? We're not giving a single person a tee time here. These courses are also money hungry. And I guess it depends on where you live. Because, obviously, if you live somewhere where you can golf year round, things are probably different, but. Hi, man. How are you? Kyle, what's up? I'm good. How are you? It sucks too, because when I was younger, I used to, when I worked at the golf course, it was like, there was like 3 dudes who would always play, and I'd play with them a lot. So I really wish I was able to keep in touch with those guys. Isn't golf a sport for the rich? No, that's like a myth. I don't know. It's obviously a lot more money than like playing basketball. Like the problem with golf is you need the land to play it. You know what I mean? So obviously it costs, like if you want to go play tennis, which is like a similar sport mechanically, you can just go to a tennis court that the city or the town you live in has made for free. You know what I'm saying? But you cannot do that. There's no free golf courses anywhere. It doesn't exist. And hitting golf balls is like, hitting golf balls on free land is like heavily frowned upon, like insanely. So, okay, we ready to fuck this up? I'm fine. I think they didn't buff Blood Decay because the anima powers will scale very well with blood. Oh yeah. The anima powers? What do you mean in the new season? I don't think they needed to buff blood, so I imagine that's why they didn't buff blood. Blood's in a pretty good spot right now. Have golf ball prices stayed the same, or are they going up too? No, I think golf balls, it's kind of like too regulated. Like it's kind of like too universal, I guess is the way to put it. It's like, oh, a $4 golf ball, that's a premium golf ball. A $1 golf ball, that's a fucking piece of metal. You know what I mean? Like, people know that, and that's just how it is. So, for that to change suddenly, I mean, I guess it could happen. I'm sure at one point golf balls were not $4. But I think it's just too regulated. Like, it's, the prices don't go up like $1 every year kind of thing, you know? Like, all of it, like gas goes up wildly, like fluctuates wildly. I agree with that. Your confidence is key. Yeah, that's the thing I lack. being able to be secure in my thought process is what I really need to get better at. At least I thought that for like 99% of the rounds I played up until about a month ago when I started all of a sudden just shanking every single iron shot. But I think I figured that out. I don't know what that was, but that's the other thing that's confusing to me about golf. It's like I literally have a different swing every time I golf. Like I don't know what's causing this. It's like every single time I play golf, my swing is slightly different, and it takes me like 3 or 4 holes to get fully aware of what my swing looks like that hole. And then I start making changes in the middle of the round, and then it's like, okay, now I have an even different swing. What a mess. What a crazy sport. Probably the worst possible sport, somebody who overthinks things like I do. Probably the worst possible sport you can play, but that's why it's so interesting. I tried a mind control one, but didn't get it. I have realized mass gripping this pack with 3 devoted disrupts the cast. Oh, of course. Well, one of the reasons mass grip was so good in the old days was because no tanks had an AoE interrupt. Blood Decay was the only good one. But things have changed since those days. This would be pretty far away from the door, unfortunately. This is actually a pretty big deal because we really need a car to go very well. It's so weird how I just don't actually take any damage from these mobs and everybody else is just getting slaughtered. I guess it's just because of the magic damage. Okay. 2k DPS from the mage, 0 DPS from the shaman. That's strange. Moment of truth, this is Hikari, yep. You are correct. First barrier at 53%, it doesn't seem very good. This rogue's doing very little damage. I feel like you've done a bunch of keys with Lil Jimbo. Oh, really? I don't recognize that dude's name at all. He's not very good. Well, maybe, but maybe the ancient pass, because this guy's highest keys are all 19. But he does have a lot of keys done, so maybe. Maybe. Is Rogue not doing the best DPS? Correct. Astute observation. Didn't really do any burst, which is kind of really important on this fight, I feel like.
But I mean, I guess we'll kill it. I don't know. Taking a very long time to, yeah. We didn't even kill the barrier in time. It's one of those fights that once you fall behind, you just toast. Wonder what legendary he's using. He probably CD'd the Pride, the rogue. Probably. I doubt it though, because everybody was in the 3K club. I'm a big fan of the slow burn strat on this boss. Yeah, I've never actually seen it or done it, so I'm probably a big fan of it too, just unaware of what it is. At least these ads are dying quick, huh? Hakar's really doing a lot of damage to them. It's like, if you can actually just survive this fight infinitely, the fight doesn't really get any harder at this point. It's just going to be the same difficulty now for the rest of the time. This guy just keeps dying over and over again. Shaman's like doing a pretty good job keeping everyone alive. There's just no way. Well, there is a way. For sure there is a way. We just didn't exercise it. I think slow burn is the play if you don't have Venthyr Holy Pally. Yeah, so how does it work? Tell me. This guy's like legit ass keeping everybody alive. That's kind of crazy. Fight so long, the fucking CDs are back up. No! One more. Just need to survive. Just slow DPS till 60, second ad spawn, then lust and CD. Oh, I see. What does that do exactly? I've never done it personally, but when they lust, the boss is sub 50. Don't you just waste your pride doing that? I got confused how that helps. That's because he spawns more ads at the end, right? Like, keep spawning new and more ads. I feel very analytical as well and overthink golf too. Similar to what you're saying about keys in WoW. Once you get to a certain level, you get confidence in your ability. Yeah, that's exactly. I mean, that's exactly how I felt yesterday. Like, I literally felt like on the back nine that I was like so confident that I couldn't miss. Like, it was so great. And the beginning of the round was so the opposite. I'm like, it was so in my head. In fact, I even ended up like quitting. Like, I fucking like that group in front of me, and then there was a group behind me, and then the dude's cutting the grass. I ended up like sneaking away and going behind the group behind me, and I got fucking caught. I was like, there was another group there. I went like 2 holes behind, and there was like another group there. I'm like, I just got caught, and I just made some shit up. I'm like, hey, yeah, sorry, I you know, blah blah blah. And they're like, no, go ahead, go, keep playing. I'm like, yeah, no, I don't want to be. I don't want you to be behind me too. But anyway, the way it's supposed to work is lust on pull, pop CDs, everyone that can immunes first blood barrier, boss dies. Yeah, that's not how it works though. Makes it so ads spawning don't sync with the shield going out, so shields are small. Oh, I see. Okay, well, it's gonna be a lot harder with only 3 people. Now it's gonna be impossible. I don't think there's any way we can 2-man this. I'm just saying I've never seen a single person do that once. I mean, I know the immune's supposed to help, but I've never seen that happen. I mean, first of all, yeah, that's like that wouldn't ever happen, even if we did immune. Even if the blood barrier didn't go out, we're still gonna wipe there. The boss was only at 50% when that happened. I hate this dungeon on Tyrannical. I don't mind it at all. So can you actually go down there? Once he's... Maybe once he's dead, you can go down there.
Alright, well, let's add that to the list. I mean, this probably is still, yeah, I mean, just entering the dungeon is probably still worth it. Like, I'm sure that's gonna weight it higher than an 11 disband, right? Or 11 completion? Or maybe not, though. No, I don't think so. Obviously, you have to finish the dungeon for it to count. That's why it's so low. Yeah, obviously a key that doesn't even finish is worth 0 points, so. Okay, let's try to get one more in here. No levers don't suck. Oh, sorry, guys. I definitely suck. Yes, no. What's my highest spires? 18 upgrades, so that's Alright, well, let's just do the highest key then, which is halls. Oh yeah, well, this is still worth doing because I want to try that other route. Hakar the Pug Breaker? Hey, yeah, that's true. Show me what's up. Nothing struggling, man. Haven't had a day off in like 21 days. Jesus Christ. Yeah, so a lot of the dudes that I saw again for like the first time in years, they're all in that same boat. They're like, you know, one dude, he's like, literally, I don't ever not work. Like, I had to take a day off, 2 jobs to come to this viewing. I'm like, fuck that. Like, what the fuck are you talking about? I don't know. I don't know what circumstance these people are in. I mean, I guess they have like children and stuff, even though they don't even have wives. So I don't know how much they actually have to deal with their children financially, but anyway, I don't know. I've always been I would rather just not make a single dollar, and I would rather be broke as fuck but have no expenses. That's how I've lived my whole life. Golf in the mix though has made that harder. Now I don't know what to do, because it's like, honestly, I was thinking about that. Like, I should try to pick up a summer job or something like that. Like, especially right now, man. If there's like so little to do in WoW, that would have definitely been the smartest thing I could have did, was try to get a couple month job. Then I'm like, but then I'm not gonna be able to fucking golf. You know what I mean? Like, okay, then I'll have more money, but I can't use it because I can't fucking golf. Like, yeah, so it's like, I don't know, man. Starting to think killing myself just to buy a house faster isn't worth it. It's definitely not worth it, dude. That's my point. Like, I don't know. If you're sure you want to buy a house, I don't know. But it's like, no, 100% sure it's not worth it. I promise you this. What is this? I don't understand what he means. I have to stat close. Matt has work at 4. What the fuck does that mean? I'm not working Thursday. No way in hell. Want to play the Muni? Sure. Anyway, are you still doing the dental job? No. I probably would have been re-upped by now, but yeah, would have been like a full year before they would have even wanted me back. So I just moved on. I was trying to do this full time. I mean, it's successful. It's just difficult. Difficult to make, like, let's put it this way. When Shadowlands launched, it was like 5 times more successful than I needed it to be. And now when Shadowlands is like in this big lull, it's like almost unsustainable. It's like I don't actually make enough money to live this month, these last 2 months. But I honestly, I should just, partially because I'm just not very active. That's why I was trying to force myself to make a video every day. Because I was like, okay, at least that will keep the channel active and that will increase the visibility. But stay to close? Oh, maybe. I don't understand why he'd be telling me that. I have to stay to close. Matt has work at 4. Sure. Oh, I see. Wait, is he saying that he's closing on Thursday and he wants to golf early? I have no idea. I'm so confused. I have no idea what he's talking about. Anyway, how much are you out this month? Well, I don't want to give specific numbers, a little bad etiquette to talk about how much you make on YouTube. But let's say this. I made 3 times more money in December than I did in May. So, is it a raider? No, it's my uncle. My uncle's he wanted to golf last week. We were supposed to golf last Thursday, but he apparently had to work overtime because they were like redesigning their store or something like that. So he had to like work extra, and he was like, I can't turn down the overtime. But so then he texts me out of nowhere and says, I'm not working Thursday, no way in hell. Want to play the Muni? I have to stat close. Mount has work at 4. I don't know what that part means. Unless he means like I have to start working the late shift instead of the day shift so I can play more, is maybe he's telling me that. But I doubt he wants to play golf and then go to work. That sounds like that would be... I doubt he wants to do that. Is it supposed to be nice Thursday? Guess we're not getting invited to this, huh? Okay, what else we got out there? The other side 18, that's fine by me. Oh, that's the same guy from the last key. Well, I'll do it again, no problem. I switched to monk. Switch to monk, gag. Why? You break my heart. That hurts. That feels personal, man. What the fuck? I'm gonna cry. Switch to monk, man. I'm all emotional. I'm playing any BC. I was talking about this before. The betrayal, yeah, right. I was actually, yeah, I was playing BC, not in BC, but what I've been doing was leveling two characters at the same time. I got a second account. I was talking about this as well. I got a second account, and for the recruiter friend shit. So. Anyway. I got a second account for the recruiter friend shit, so I've just been leveling 2 characters side by side, like dual boxing, and it's actually been really interesting. Like, you know, people say like leveling's slow in TBC and Classic and shit, and it is, but when you level 2 characters at the same time, it's like I'm leveling twice as fast, right? I don't know, but we'll see how it goes. Don't use input broadcast. No, I know that. Yeah, that's literally not using anything. Like, I would definitely. There was a couple add-ons and things, and it's like now the wording on it is like anything that makes it easier to multi-box, basically. So it's like, okay, well, not even gonna test that shit then.
The people who make those like add-ons and programs are like, no, it's 100% fine. I promise you. It's like, how do you know? You don't know. The fuck? No shit. You want me to get your program? So it's just not even worth it. The only cool thing is there's this one program. It's actually legit as fuck. As soon as like, and you set which keys this works for, and so say I hit the 4 button. As soon as I hit the 4 button, it tabs to the next screen. So I can literally just press 4 3 times, and then all 3 screens would press 4. I don't have to keep going in between them with the mouse. So that is actually legit as fuck. But I don't. It's not that big a deal. When I level my warrior, I would just have my 60 druid follow him and hot him up. Yeah, basically that's kind of what I was thinking about. How do you AoE grind as a warrior? That's the issue. Like, I was actually doing this in Classic for a bit. But the problem is they fucking nerfed mob tagging. Like, just it's so funny because they did so many things that I think the general population of Classic don't know about. And it's like legitimately like they changed so much about the game and people somehow don't know about it. Like the fact that they nerfed mob tagging, that was like such a legit ass way to level. I don't know. That was very disappointing to me. You mount up right in and then just cleave and whirlwind. Well, yeah, I don't even have whirlwind. I'm only level 23, but yeah. I got so many people banned in that last wave, was grouped in that console port ban wave. Oh, why? What happened? The druid keeps him healed so he's ghetto AoE grinding. Yeah, and I guess with thorns too, right? You can put thorns on him. Well, so this is basically what I was doing. I was trying this in Classic. So I had my 60 paladin. He would go in and get threat on everything. And then on my mage, I would AoE it down. It's like I didn't actually have the ability to AoE like properly yet. It was only like level 20. And I was like, okay, let's try this. It was interesting. But the problem is like any damage the paladin does at all is damage, is XP you lose, so. Anyway, I'm gonna run to the bathroom real quick while we wait for this. Be right back. Bro keeps declining me. Yeah, he knows you're fucking switching a monk. I feel you on the all 3 roles thing. I hope that you'll enjoy monk though, because I don't feel like monk is... I would not pick monk, let's put it that way. Definitely druid or paladin would be way better, but as long as you enjoy it. Windwalker is a very difficult spec to play well, and it's I guess it's strong right now. Certainly stronger than Rep Pally, but I don't know. I feel like it's hit or miss. Whereas balance is extremely potent. You can also play Feral, I guess, if you really want to be melee. And obviously Guardian and Resto Druid are probably... Like, let's talk about this. This would be interesting. This is actually very interesting. What do you think is the best combination of tank and healer specs across the 3 classes that can play both? Prop Pally and Holy Pally.
So Holy Pally is obviously one of the best specs in the game right now, and I think it's probably the best healer, even though you see Shaman way more. I think it's the best healer for sure. But how is Prop Pally? I think Prop Pally is like sub average, like not great. Low tier, right? Okay, so let's move on. Druid. Guardian Druid, definitely second best tank, if not. I think they are the best tank, but definitely second best at worst, right? Resto Druid, though, probably in the same boat as Prop Pally, like below average, right? Okay, now here we get to Monk. This is the one that's a lot more obvious to me. Brewmaster, nah. Average tank at best. Like, obviously at best they're third best, but I would say they're probably like fifth, maybe. I think Warrior is probably third best right now. But yeah, past that, it's like offense, or what the offense? Healing, Mistweaver, worse than Resto Druid by a mile, right? Like definitely the worst healer right now, I feel like. So, I don't know. Seems like Druid and Paladin would be close. I don't know what you guys think, but because like Holy Pally is definitely tier 1 number 1 healer, and Prop Pally is like probably like tier 5 tank. So Resto Druid's probably like tier 5 healer, or number 5 overall healer, and Bear Druid's probably like tier 1 number 2 tank at worst. So it's almost like pretty even. But do you think Prop Pally is better than Resto Druid? I think yes. So. I just really like Paladin, I guess. I'm a little biased. Okay, we definitely got to get moving now. I got to be off well before 4:30. Hopefully this goes well. Realistically, it's probably going to be one pull again, one boss again, but talking about it, obviously, live. Wow, yeah. Mistweaver Monk does not exist in BC. And I don't think anybody would give a fuck about min-maxing a class in TBC like that. I'm enjoying all 3 rolls, about 190. Sweet. You enjoy Mistweaver? Is it fun? Never played it, but we have a big thing coming up here, guys. Cop is going to be, I think he's here already. Cop is going to start taking healing serious, so we might be doing some streams involving that. We'll see. I don't know what we're doing, but yeah, the original conversation was I was talking basically to Gag about. He said he wanted to play all 3 roles, and I was like, I feel like Monk's got to be the worst for it. But then I was like, huh, but which is actually the best? Is it Paladin or Druid? When, if you don't raid tonight, you should do a copy. Oh, we're definitely raiding, yeah. We don't need 20 players to do those bosses. No way we're not raiding. I don't know when, though. Druid for sure, because they have melee and ranged. It's true. More options, obviously, is always better, I guess, but... yeah, let me eat up. Pally for sure, yeah. I really like all 3 Paladin specs, that's the thing. Paladin's definitely my favorite class by a mile. I quite like Druid and Shaman as classes too. Like top 5, let's see, like top classes. So definitely DK, sadly, even though I love Blood, it's not my favorite class. So it'd probably be Paladin, then Shaman, then Druid, then Death Knight. After that, there's a big drop off. I don't know what would even be next. Warrior, I guess? Warrior, then Priest, then Mage. And then everything else, basically. Paladin is Sigma class. What does that mean?
5, 4, 3,
Sigma?
2, 1.
I told my guild that if BM is BAS, I'm gonna play my shaman next year. Really? Why is that? Why aren't you playing Pally? Because Blood Decay is like... So like, even though my favorite class is Paladin, Blood Decay is my favorite spec by a mile, right? Like, Blood Decay is just the best spec in the game. It's not even fucking close, really. I don't actually really even like prop Pally. It's just Paladin in general. It's awesome. Ever played, what's that, Final Fantasy? No, never played it. Never played any other MMO, really. I was trying to get in at the other side on my DK, but he kept declining me. Yeah, you were saying. Well, he was looking for range, obviously, so. BM is beyond boring to play and have played it 90% of the last 4 years. Gotcha. That's fine. Marxist is going to be that bad? I don't get it. Like, is Ellie actually going to be better than Marksman? Maybe it already is, and that's why you're saying that? Yeah, we have to kill my pet.
So you can be sending them to the mall.
Forgot about this.
No. Them is my people, Mazala. No way I go give.
I don't really need it to be stunned. What the fuck? We just like stun the shit out of that mob with that.
One Sunday. Weak. Sooner or later you're gonna break. Then the jail I've been getting is wait.
I really like this dungeon though. This dungeon's really growing on me. I hope it gets even more interesting next season. People meme on Dunehard being the spec has 2 buttons. It's actually BM. Oh yeah. Well, anyway, that's fine. Ellie is already better. Oh, okay. Oh, that'd be funny, huh? When was the last time you played anything but your hunter? Ah, yeah, I remember the rogue. Oh shit, I'm about to get knocked off. Wow, I just got knocked up. Too busy making a joke at Faxi. That was like as bad luck as it gets. I was so far away, there was no way to get out of that. And I didn't have both Blink or Death. I guess I did have Death Savants. I don't know. Rick really pumps his Ellie. His bar always seems to be stuck at the top of details. He's a very good player, but Ellie's parses are not very good. Like the like if you look at the logs, like not that great. Spec, like the spec does not look that great. Like it's not even like top 5 in on Sludge Fist. And he was our top damage on every single pull, pretty much. My shaman's 224 and fun to play. Yeah, that's great. Good to hear. Like Blood DK because it doesn't have downtime. You always have something to press. So really, yeah, that never bothered me. That kind of thing doesn't even come into play. Like I don't feel like you ever don't have something to press. I don't like. I guess the problem is I don't really look at pressing buttons as like a part of the game. It's about making decisions, and even if you have to wait to press the button, the decision is still being made in an instant. So even if you had one spell and it was on a 5-second CD, the decision would be made already. You know what I mean? Like there's no... My brain is still active, even if my fingers aren't. I don't really give a fuck about the fingers, you know what I mean? Which is what she said. Resto Shaman is a lot of fun, always enjoyable being able to contribute. Yeah, that's another reason why I really want to play Shaman more, because I really love that class. It's like a fun-ass class, and I'd love to try Ellie and Enhance out right now. Although I've been really interested in Holy Priest. Yeah, Holy Priest, another spec that's grown on me substantially. But I just don't want to have like 5 different healers. Like I'm not a healer. Play a Holy Pally or a Resto Shaman and stick to that. I'm telling you though, I'm just like... I am like so addicted to character creation, I guess, basically. I don't know what to say about it, but like, I am just like in love with like the character, the race, the face, like everything about it. Not just the spec. Like I have 5 paladins now above 50. I have a blood elf. I'm gonna have a second blood elf soon. I have a human. I have 2 humans and 1 dwarf. Let's put it that way. Hopefully we'll someday have a dark iron dwarf too, but I just never leveled that character. The BFA Sigma was like, if you don't play disc, you're throwing. Yeah, I mean, it's still kind of like, it's like if people saying that, basically. I want a gnome lock and an undead lock. Yeah, that's kind of the way I feel about it. That's why I love Shadowlands so much, man. Like, I'm telling you, like, I'm going to make a whole video on that this weekend. We're going to do a video in this mindset. But, like, the customization plus the great class design plus, like, the way the no-spec shit works, it's like, God, it has just never been better to play many tunes of the same class. Like, I don't think there's ever been a time when it's been better. So I'm loving that. I just wish that the content was more renewable. That's the only problem. Like, there's just no reason for me to keep playing my DK, so I just end up having to abandon it. Okay, so we failed to kill both of these. I mean, like, what do they think when I have the mob, like, 60 yards away and... I don't really know. I never realized there's like skeleton arms here. I wish all melee and tank specs had no downtime. It would be so much more fun. I mean, yeah, I don't know. I don't really understand this downtime thing. What classes have downtime? What does that even mean? That was my problem. I always wanted to play DK, Shaman, Rogue, but not enough time, so decided to switch to just one class that can do it all. Okay, fair enough, yeah. I'm blessed with I have too much time. I still have not enough. I mean, it doesn't even matter. Like, you'll never have enough hours in the day to do everything you want to do in this game if you really love it. I think a lot of people don't really love it. They love like one small thing of it, and then they complain when that one small thing doesn't last them 80 hours a week for 5 months. But for me, it's like, this is the time in the expansion where I explore the stuff I normally wouldn't explore. So I'm like very happy with that. It is unfortunate that we just had this basically 6 months ago. I was in the same position, so it's not ideal, but it's still really nice to be able to have time to do like leveling challenges and play all these characters. Okay. Makes things a lot easier.
Beware.
I think it does. I hope it does. With downtime, I mean you need to wait to press the ability. Yeah, but does that exist? Like what abilities do you have to? I don't know. I'm unaware of any situation where that exists.
Beware.
You sure we're not talking about TBC? I have not played any class in recent memory where there was ever a time when you don't have anything to press.
Beware.
Yeah, I thought so. Fuck. Yeah, okay, so we don't want to mind control this. I thought it would make it easier to get out of the split, but Did not. It's probably actually going to cause issues. Because now people's damage is going to be split up. And the door's not even open. Well, that's unlucky. Wait, no. But up to you. Anyway, don't use my keys to experiment. It's like, dude, it's a fucking 18. Just go the fuck outside, man, you fucking idiot. I'm so sick of people like this. I really am. It's so embarrassing. I mean, like, grow the fuck up, dude. Anyway, it's enough fun for 1 week. It ended up really, Necrotic wasn't even that big of an issue, but yeah, we're going to be doing some Shaman tomorrow for sure. I definitely look forward to doing Shaman on a non-Grievous week, so we'll be back with the raid, and we'll see the hopefully first few bosses for the first time in a long time. I'm really excited for that, and then we'll have yeah, Shaman tomorrow, one way or the other. So thanks for watching. We'll see you in the next one.